This great city is built on the salt lake, and no matter what road you travel, there are 2 leagues from the main body of the city to the mainland. There are 4 artificial causeways leading to it, and each is as wide as 2 cavalry lances. The city itself is as big as Sevilla or Cordoba. The main streets are very wide and very straight. Some of these are on the land, but the rest, and all the smaller ones, are half on land, half canals where they paddle their canoes. All the streets have opening in places so that the water may pass from one canal to another. Over all these openings, and some of them are very wide, there are bridges made of long and wide beams, joined together very firmly, and so well made that on some of them 10 horsemen may ride abreast. Seeing that if the inhabitants of this city wished to betray us, they were very well equipped for it by the design of the city. For once the bridges have been removed, they could starve us to death without our being able to reach the mainland. As soon as I entered the city, I made great haste to build 4 brigantines and completed them in a very short time. They were such as could carry 300 men to the land and transport the horses whenever we might need them. This city has many squares where trading is done and markets are held continuously. There is also one square, twice as big as that of Salamanca, with arcades all around, where more than 60,000 people come each day to buy and sell, and where every kind of merchandise produced in these lands is found. Provisions as well as ornaments of gold and silver, lead, brass, copper, tin, stones, shells, bones, and feathers. They also sell lime, hewn and unhewn stone, adobe bricks, tiles, and cut and uncut woods of various kinds. There is a street where they sell game and birds of every species found in this land: chickens, partridges and quails, wild ducks, flycatchers, widgeons, turtle doves, pigeons, cane birds, parrots, eagles and eagle owls, falcons, sparrowhawks and kestrels. And they sell the skin of some of these birds of prey with their feathers, heads and claws. They sell rabbits and hares and stags and small gelded dogs, which they breed for eating. There are streets of herbalists where all the medicinal herbs and roots found in the land are sold. There are shops like apothecaries where they sell ready-made medicines as well as liquid ointments and plasters. There are shops like barbers where they have their hair washed and shaved, and shops where they sell food and drink. There are also men like porters to carry loads. There is much firewood and charcoal, earthenware braziers, and mats of various kinds, like mattresses for beds, and other finer ones for seats and for covering rooms and hallways. There is every sort of vegetable, especially onions, leeks, garlic, common cress and watercress, borage, sorrel, teasels and artichokes. And there are many sorts of fruit, among which are cherries and plums like those in Spain. They sell honey, wax, and a syrup made from maize canes, which is as sweet and syrupy as that made from the sugar cane. They also make syrup from a plant, which in the islands is called maguey, which is much better than most syrups, and from this plant they also make sugar and wine, which they likewise sell. There are many sorts of spun cotton in hanks of every colour, and it seems like the silk market at Granada, except here there is a much greater quantity. They sell as many colours for painters as may be found in Spain, and all of excellent hues. They sell deerskins with and without the hair, and some are dyed white or in various colours. They sell much earthenware, which for the most part is very good. There are both large and small pitchers, jugs, pots, tiles, and many other sorts of vessel, all of good clay, and most of them glazed and painted. They sell maize both as grain and as bread, and it is better, both in appearance and taste, than any found in the islands or on the mainland. They sell chicken and fish pies, and much fresh and salted fish, as well as raw and cooked fish. They sell hen and goose eggs, and eggs of all the other birds I have mentioned in great number, and they sell tortillas made from eggs. Finally, besides those things which I have already mentioned, they sell in the market everything else to be found in this land. But they are so many and so varied that because of their great number and because I cannot remember many of them, nor do I know what they are called, I shall not mention them. Each kind of merchandise is sold in its own street without any mixture whatever. They are very particular in this. Everything is sold by number and size, and until now I have seen nothing sold by weight. There is in this great square a very large building like a courthouse, where 10 or 12 persons sit as judges. They preside over all that happens in the markets and sentence criminals. There are in this square other persons who walk among the people to see what they are selling and the measures they are using, and they have been seen to break some that were false.